Hey guys, and welcome to Pro Wrestling Unlimited. Now that Hulk Hogan and all his legal issues and his drama and being in the media is over with, WWE is now, they're no longer against bringing back the former world champion. It is being said that now that Hulk Hogan is finished up with all of his stuff with the whole Gawker, WWE feels like it might be the right time to bring him back in. They want to slowly ease him back into the company, have him do some appearances here and there, get his name back in the WWE before they, put him on TV or put him at some sort of a major event. They're trying to work out some sort of a deal with Hogan. Of course, Hogan wants to come back to the WWE. Of course, Hogan wants to re-sign that Legends deal and do some work with the company and ultimately everything be back to the way it was. Get Hogan, at WrestleMania, maybe do Hogan special on Raw, SummerSlam, I don't know. But this is good. Hulk Hogan is always going to be a recognizable name for WWE no matter his age, no matter when it is, because everybody knows who Hulk Hogan is. You got those people where you're like, oh, well, everybody knows who John Cena is. Or, yeah, everybody knows who The Rock is. Yeah, everybody knows who John Cena is. His name gets put out there. He does a lot of other things outside the WWE, movies, TV appearances. The Rock, he's a big time movie star. Everybody knows The Rock. But the thing with Hogan, here's my opinion on it. Hogan did movies, but the only real super big movie in my opinion that he did, you can correct me on this, but in my opinion was Rocky. He did Rocky. He did a couple other movies, but they weren't as big as Rocky. As you think about it, The Rock's in every big blockbuster out there now. The Rock's in all the Fast and Furious movies. He's got movies with Kevin Hart. He's got movies with Sean William Scott. I mean, he was in The Mummy when he first started. The Rock's in every big movie, and yeah, that's why people know him. But you gotta think, Hulk Hogan got himself famous and popular without having to be in all those big time major movies, without having to be in the spotlight 24/7. And so if you really think about it, Hulk Hogan is probably the biggest star to come out of professional wrestling. And for the WWE to bring him back now, why not? I mean, do it now, because you do it in a couple years, he's not going to be able to come back. He's going to be like, no, I'm too old. I don't want to travel. So do it now. Hulk Hogan back in the WWE is only going to be good for both sides. I don't see a real negative coming from it. And like I said, Hogan's the biggest draw, the biggest name to ever come out of pro wrestling. Some are going to argue with me and say, no, it's The Rock. But I mean, some might say Steve Austin, some might say John Cena. But ultimately, from what I explained, what I said, Hogan got over with the masses, with the world, without having to do as much as The Rock did, without having to be on every TV channel, every movie screen. And that, I feel, is the appeal of Hulk Hogan and why I feel like now they need to bring him back. They've gone for a year. Okay, cool. He finished all of his legal stuff with Gawker. Cool. Let him do what he's got to do. And now, boom. Bring him back slowly and then eventually back to where he was, making TV appearances, making pay-per-view appearances, and ultimately everyone's back on everybody's good side. So if any more news does come up on Hulk Hogan being brought back to the WWE on any sort of a condition, any sort of terms, any sort of deal, we will bring it to you here on Pro Wrestling Unlimited. Remember, guys, comment below, like and share this video, like us on Facebook, and subscribe here on YouTube.